So many moons ago, back when I was about 18, 17, I worked for the California Division of Forestry back in Redding, California. There was a young fellow there that had come up from the city, wasn't familiar with axes and brush hooks and shovels and the like, you know. He'd ride out to the mountains with us and go to work. Around lunchtime, we'd all finish up our sandwiches and take a break, fooling around. Turned out, while the rest of us could throw an axe one rotation and stick it in a tree pretty consistently, Joe couldn't. What Joe could do, being the most buff little person I ever seen in my life, about 5'7", must have been near 200 pounds, all muscle. Joe could throw that axe 2 rotations. It rarely stick it in anything, but he got feeling pretty cocky, thinking he was the axe man. So one day I'm up on the side of a hill cutting a tree down, and I see Joe standing down range, and I says, "Hey, Joe, you better move yourself. This tree's going to land right where you're standing. Mr. Axeman down there don't believe me. He says you ain't got no idea where that tree's going to land." I said, "Well, I do have an idea where that tree's going to land, and you're standing right in the wrong spot." Joe looks up the hill. He says, "How in the world do you have any idea where that tree's going to go?" And the simple fact of the matter is, if you cut a wedge in a tree and put the head of your axe in it, wherever the handle's pointing, that's where it's going to fall when you go around the backside and cut her loose. Joe didn't believe me. I says, "Okay, you stand there, Joe. I'm going to go back here and cut this loose, and when it starts to fall, you start running, okay? You don't got no idea where that tree's going to fall." All right. So I go back there, and I take a couple of shots at it, and there she goes. Something old Joe didn't know about himself: when he gets spooked, he freezes. Yeah, it took to about the count of 3 for him to get a hold of himself and throw his keister clear of that landing zone there. And he didn't quite get all the way clear. He got slapped around pretty good. The branches will just knock hell out of you, even just if they touch you. And he's rolling in the dirt and getting up all smacked up and laughing and pointing at me. He said, "How the hell did you know that tree's going to fall?" So I told you, Joe, wherever the handle points, that's where it's going. Joe started taking my word for things after that. Anyway, that's my tree falling story. And that's all the time we have for today, boys and girls. Goodbye and good luck. Ba-da-ba-ba, boom, 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 boom. Hey, muff hugger, wubba dooba whip a girl around.